Well, friends and neighbors, we're gathered here today to celebrate the retirement of this 2000 Mazda Protege. This is a car I bought about nearly exactly a year ago, and I've been driving it ever since. Had 193,000 on it when I bought it. It's got 223 on it now. So, just do a little quick walk around, and we'll do one last cold start with some smoke probably. Ain't much to look at. It's been wrecked a couple times in the rear. This is the one I fixed last spring, I guess it was. Put a new trunk lid and a new bumper on it. You can see I've got some smoke smudges going on here. But anyway, it's I kind of walk in the neighbor's yard too much here, but it's pretty ugly. This is also the one I put the interior in. I about killed myself at the junkyard, so we'll take a look at that in a minute. But this thing ran the whole time. It was never in really good shape to begin with. It smoked a little bit, and the brakes needed some work, which I did. So I did all that and did the brakes and put a couple tires on it, put a CV axle in it, and did the timing belt and the water pump and the belts. And that's about all I ever did to it. It ran great just about all the time. It broke down one time. Cam sensor went bad in it, so that wasn't too fun. But otherwise, excuse me, cold weather again. Sorry. Tell you what, bugs the crap out of me when I've got something for sale and I like to sell it. Nobody ever calls me on it, but they wait like a month or 2 months out, and then they start just driving me crazy about stuff. Anyway, so that's the deal. Drove this car every day, drove it, and it continued to run okay, but it's really started using the oil recently. It started smoking worse and worse, and then it started leaking oil out of the front of the engine somewhere, like somewhere around the crankshaft or the cam seals or something. I'd already put all those in it, and it never leaked a drop, so I don't know what happened, but still had good heat and air. But so anyway, time for it to go though. I already bought the new car, been driving it, so ain't running too good there, pal. There you go. That's what you get for running a rice rocket. Looks like Lyle's got a puddle under his car over there. That ain't good. So, but anyway, but the old thing just kept running. So, had a bad throwout bearing noise in it. That never got worse. But I gave my brother the 2 front tires off of it, so he's brought his worst 2 off his car. And as you can see, worst is sort of an understatement. And he was driving on these too. He's a risk taker sometimes. So this one over here is pretty bad. So yeah, he's been doing the junkyard tire thing. And these 2 tires in the back, I got out of the junkyard, and there's some kind of BF Goodwrench touring tires, and man, those things just ran and ran and ran. Never had flat, never have replaced them. Got about 25,000 miles on them. So here's the inside of this car. Took the radio back out that I put in there. I put this black interior in out of a junkyard Mazda because the one that was in it was this color, and it was nasty, 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 nasty. And yeah, I know there's a bunch of stuff in the floor, but I just didn't care because I knew this car was going to be retired. So there's my oil jug. There's my neighbor coming home. But anyway, so there it is, guys. The old Mazda's run its last mile with me. Oh yeah, I forgot the biggest deal. Right before I parked it for good, the right front axle started going, and it had been making noise for a pretty good while, but now it got where it was, you give it gas and it goes, so, okay. Got a cracked windshield, that's always been like that. You know, I never was stopped for that, ever. I passed cops and all kinds of things like that, and I never had a complaint. So I got somebody come look at some wheels, so I'm gonna set you guys up on the air conditioner back here, and we'll do a real quick little cold start. See what happens. How can you see why I was really ready for another car? Alright, I'm gonna move this thing around back. I'll take you with me. Neighbors love me. Probably wanting this car to die a long time ago, but never would. Still smoking, look at that. Let's see if I can get it in the backyard without hitting the fence here. Well, this is on an unrelated topic, but close over there. I hate this yard. Unrelated topic, my neighbor over on the other side over here has got that little poodle. I think it expired finally. So they replaced it with another dog apparently. Well, you want the good news? The good news is that they got one of those big mutts that barks every time. I tell you what, I don't hate dogs, but it annoys me no end why people always have to have a dog. I mean, what is it about them? I mean, I know they're friendly and I like having dogs around, but why do people have to have the dogs that make so much damn racket all the time? My plan was to put this thing in the other way. So let me do that. I gotta sit you guys down a second here. Do that axle. I guess I probably won't get about $400 for this car the way it is. Sound good? So I'm gonna park it over here next to Lyle's used car lot. Ending mileage, what is it? 223,889. Didn't like that, did it? Okay. So long, Mazda. Thanks for watching, everybody. See ya.